Today we're going to be going over the top 10 cities just asking to be nuked. No, take it away, Jethro.
It needs some knife.
Jethro!
Hold it right there. That's a rock melon mounted on a feral cabanossi milk baboon if I've ever seen one.
And coming in at the number 16 spot, we have a place we like to call Shinge. Let me see how to spell it. Shinge cum Wendy. This is a very well-known place. Many people are very apprehensive when talking about it because it's a touchy subject. You see, it's a English civil parish in United Kingdom. Shinge cum Wendy is a civil parish in the English county of Cambridgeshire, around 5 miles northwest of Royston, forming part of the district of South Cambridgeshire's Bassingbourn War. So this is a very historic place. Here's Wendy. The cum portion, I'm pretty sure that's like a way of, like, it's a sticky bond between the two little towns. That's why they call it cum. So you got the Shinge little village over to the south, and then to the north is Wendy. We're gonna cut it because it's not loading very well, and we're gonna go right into our walk down the street. Here is Shinge. Is a quaint little village. It seems to be autumn, and the skies are looking rather rainy. Just take a couple steps down the road here. We see some houses. There's a nice RV, so that person has some camping experience. And if you look at the sign, it says death. So, yeah, Shinge is kind of a deadly place. That's probably why people want it to be nuked. They're just asking for it because they have a sign that says death on it, just straight on the sidewalk. That's about it. And it's a dangerous place. Don't go there at night. Don't go there on weekends in the summer. It's not a good place to go. Number 15, McDonald's hand radish. The last thing you want on your McDonald's Travie Patty is someone else's hand radish. But as it turns out, it might be what you get. And for number 8, we have Newkirk. It's wedged right there in between France and Netherlands and Luxembourg. Very comfortable. This is an image of the predicted fallout after it's nuked. And this is a small cafe in downtown Newkirk. And now we have the largest city in the United States of A, and that would be New York City. I mean, their population in 2018 is 8.399 million. That's a lot of people. There's several districts. You have like the main part, the Manhattan, which is like an island. It's got the Broadway, and it's got the statue, the towers, and it's got a lot of stuff. And you got the Queens and Brooklyn and the Bronx, and yeah, there's a lot of parts to this place. Hence all of the people that live there. And Emperor Charles V arrived in New York. It was settled in 1624. It's ruled by the Dutch. There's 167.82 square miles of water. It's ranked first in the U.S. for something. Its time zone is UTC-5 o'clock Eastern. So there's a lot going on here. I think what really gives it away for it being nuked is just the sheer population. I mean, having that many people in your city, you're just asking for it. Like, furthermore, I'd like to point out how many times New York is threatened in cinema and literature and other stories. Look at all these movies: Armageddon, Cloverfield, Godzilla, Knowing, The Day After Tomorrow, Escape from New York, Ghostbusters. I know the Avengers and other Marvel movies. That New York is like gonna be nuked a million times or eaten up by Thanos or something. It's inevitable. But they really make themselves a big target just by living there. That's all you have to do. That's all you have to do to make yourself a target is live. I mean, we have giant asteroids. We've got giant unknown creature terrorizing city, and we've got Godzilla probably several times, and solar flares. We've got global warming, crime, missiles, and a virus that mutates mankind. An alien race shutting down electricity. I mean, you name it. Engulfed underwater. We've got and swallowed up by water. A lot of water. Stay Puffed Marshmallow Man. We've got global warming and water. We've got water. We've got attacked by flying robots. All the classic stuff. So stay away. Number 9, we've got Nuketown, which is a town of nukes that is just west of Chicago, which is a big city, if you don't know. Yeah, so it looks like it's right next to Santa's Village, a Zeus-ment and water park, a Christmas-themed carnival and zoo. Looks like a lot of fun. Putting a Nuketown next to a giant candy cane? I like it. It looks like a lot of fun. Although they're asking for it. I think it's supposed to be a replica of the Nuketown from Call of Duty. But having nuke in their name, they want to be nuked. It's apparent.
Number 4, the Pacific Ocean, Portugal. As you can see, I travelled to Portugal directly by air. This is a bit of what I saw when I landed there, and you'll never guess what I found. As you can see, there's some barren fields, followed by a small local town. The buildings here are quite historic. Just keep in mind that this is real GoPro footage, and definitely not Google Earth. Looking around, you can see some of the local architecture, as it fits in its traditional way. Travelling down the road, you stumble upon many tourist attractions. Here you can see an old garage. Number 36. This citizen uses Televes, a quite popular streaming platform, especially in Portugal. A fork in the road. This would have offset my travel, but I decided to go forward. This house is built Arnold Palmer style, half and half. Travelling further down the road, you can see some of the newer houses. This person is rich enough to afford Blu-ray DVDs, and even their very own sign with an address. And stairs. My plane leaving Portugal. This is why the Pacific Ocean, Portugal, is one of the top 10 cities just asking to be nuked.
Okay, for this one, I think it would be best to talk face to face, because it's a very serious matter. I think, even though I think the best way to think, like the best frame of reference, would be to watch a movie, and the specific movie is called The Interview. It's about, you've probably seen it. It's really funny. It's about these two news people, and they go to North Korea to interview Kim Jong-un, who is their dictator, I think. But I want to be careful because I'm not here to start a war. I'm here to educate, and I just want everyone to know that, okay? First and foremost, I'm here to educate. I'm not here to start a nuclear war. In that movie, in the end, I don't want to spoil it either, but there's a lot of nukes that could have killed a lot of people. I think that's very aggressive behavior, and I also think that because they displayed their power with all those nukes, that they are going to be reprimanded equally if they were to send off said nukes. So by displaying their, in the movie, I don't know how accurate it is, but in the movie, if they were to show that they have 10 nukes and they're about to nuke because some dude interviewed them and didn't like what he said, triggered, am I right, then I think the other countries, specifically with the countries being targeted, wouldn't have it and they would send nukes back. So they are asking to be nuked just by demonstrating their nuclear power, if that makes sense. Again, not trying to start nuclear war. That would be devastating, and I am not about that. I'm about life. I truly am, and I think it's really sad, and it's a really important topic, and I think everyone needs to know the fundamentals of stopping a nuclear war, and or not. I mean, stopping it would be great, but that not everyone has the power to do that. So, but everyone has the power to prevent it, and that is by, like I said, with the New York City thing, not living. I'm not saying die. I'm saying just don't live. Like, live, okay, but don't like cluster yourself. I mean, do that because sometimes you have to. Just if you're gonna live in a city, don't account yourself in the census because then the numbers go up and you make yourself more of a target. That's what I'm saying. So educate yourself on this topic because it's like actually serious, and I don't want to live in a world that is like a dome or more like a snow globe, but instead of snow, it's ash and radiation. North Korea just asking to be nuked. Finally, in our number one spot, we have the city Nuke Us, which is a city in Uzbekistan. If you don't know where that is right there. I don't know what region that is specifically, but it's there on the world scale. Nuke Us is a city in Uzbekistan. It's the sixth largest. It's the capital of the Republic of Karakalpak. The population of Nuke Us as of January 1st, 2018 is approximately 312,000. It's a reasonably sized city. It's the sixth largest in Uzbekistan, so it's up there, but I mean, not as big as some of the other cities we've looked at. It's near the desert, so it looks a little arid. We're gonna zoom in here on this little plaza, and it's very festive this time of year. You can see this giant Christmas tree suspended by wires, and in fact, at this time of year, Nukas is actually the International Convention of Santa. So every Santa, even though, I mean, kids will come here and their dreams will be ruined. As you can see here, some of the Santa's gathering. When they find out that Santa is yes, real, but he's actually in many forms. There's more than one Santa, is basically what it is. So it's a little, not, I guess it doesn't really ruin children when they see that, but it probably makes them step back and they're like, wow, that's incredible. I didn't think about that. But there's a tower that looks pretty cool, and it's a train. So yeah, I mean, it's a very festive place, and it's a place with a lot of festivities, including the International Santa Convention. So yeah, but Nukas is literally asking for them to be nuked. They want to be nuked. So that's our number one spot. Okay, So I hope you all enjoyed this. Very informational. I hope you can leave this experience and just come out a better person. Maybe not more smart, but maybe just like, I don't know. Like just a better person. Try that. Try to focus on that. I think it will really help your day-to-day activities, and you'll be able to see the more optimistic side of everything. So, especially when you think about getting nuked, you'll be more optimistic. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Thank you so much.